Beat it up.
Raz. So being that that's like that, then right? Why do you still make music?
Oh, because I would have went crazy and I would have killed something if I didn't. This is my therapy. I've always, that's period. Blue would tell you that. I was angry. I was a kid. And Battle Cat and them gave me an outlet. I was already going to jail before I was rapping. I was just angry, and this shit gave me something to believe in and changed my life. It gave me my friends, even in LA. Like my friend Dags is a Crip from Harvard Gangster Crip. With the Friday House, where they film Friday, that's his hood.
Oh wow.
And my nigga Dagzano. So there's a Taz, there's a Dags, there's a Raz, whatever. So me and Dagzano, we were just talking. He called me a couple of days ago, and he had a video of us when we was young. I'm like, fuck, But he was a gangbang. This shit took niggas from gangbang. When we heard hip hop at 13, 14, it activated us to. I didn't bang. Blue, my cousin, was crippin'. I didn't. I grew up in a Crip neighborhood of that blood home. But that's how we met. This rap shit changed LA, changed our journey. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and I do it because I love it. It's my therapy. For lack of a better word, this my religion. This shit. I used to get up and play Mank and the Soul Brother, P Rock and CL Smooth, like that shit was church.
I also feel like
wait up, Rock. Let me ask you this, because me and Rock was just talking about this before you came on, right? So, if you was getting interviewed and you was getting critiqued, would it be easier or harder coming from a rapper or a person like a journalist or a person who really does interviews and stuff?
Always.
Getting back to the podcast and rappers type stuff.
I'm definitely for my peers, because writers have agendas, and some of the most famous writers right now that transition from the source and these double XLs, now these niggas is writing movies and shit. Some is black, some is white. But niggas had agendas, and I remember niggas putting words in my mouth, me doing interviews, and niggas having their own agendas. Especially back then, by the time you did the interview, it didn't come out till 3 months later, so niggas knew he could hide behind a desk.
Yeah.
He already got you by 3 months. Now he hiding and shucking and ducking.
So, you don't even remember that writer's name 3-4 months ago. You just like
right.
The fuck.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And my other part is, I don't care if somebody doesn't like something, because I'm not a sensitive thug. I like why people can qualify what don't you like, because sometimes I can learn. So I love to sit around people like, oh no, the snare's wrong. So when I'm sitting around producers, niggas like, hi-hat's wrong, nigga. Wrong key in the snare. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Let me tell you something, bro.
Opinion, I'm grateful to that.
Look, I wish like some of my peers, because none of my peers have ever told me I've done anything wrong musically. Not my peers. You know what I mean?
Starang probably has.
You don't listen.
I don't listen.
You don't listen.
Nah, but I don't remember him telling me that. Like, I don't. Like, I remember him telling me, like, because I rap, dirt off my shoulders. I rap real good, right? And it's I got a formula for writing my shit, and I stick to that shit, so it's usually pretty good, right?
Don't that sound like a nigga that ain't gonna listen to you?
No, listen, son, that's not true, son. Listen, action, son. Strang, think back in time, son. Look, I was the biggest nigga in the boot camp, right? Like, before Ruck got gained weight, right? I was the biggest nigga. I was the angriest nigga, son. But I allowed niggas to, I did push-ups when I was late, because niggas told me. You understand what I'm saying? I did all of these. I'm not uncoachable. You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, most of my, every time I spit a verse, niggas, everybody in the room talking about, yeah, you got busy, this, that, and the third, this song is crazy, la, 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 la. But, like, it be people on the outside of it, and not my peers, just regular people like, yo, you gotta unnice yourself, son. You gotta dumb it down. You gotta do that. And I'm not gonna listen to them, right? I'm not, but let's just say if one of y'all told me, Like I remember when I made this song called Payback, right? Strang, you always loved that song. It was special to you because I rap different on it. The flow, I've recreated that flow on like 2 songs. Like I listen, my nigga. Like like it's a song on the Me and Rusty album right now that I'm like that where I use that flow. You understand what I'm saying? Like if a Jay-Z, look, if a Jay-Z, Redman, a Ras Kass, a fucking a Havoc, one of these niggas was like, yo, son, like, if you should try la 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 la, because whether you know it or not, when you do la la la, that don't work as well. You know, it will work better if you did la la la. I would receive that. You know what I'm saying?
Have you had anybody try to actually produce the records, or are you just getting beats? Because most of the time, a producer would be able to tell you, like,
right,
yeah,
right,
nigga,
yeah. Exactly. I've worked with Scott Storch, and he was one of them niggas. You understand what I'm saying? Scott Storch changed the way I record forever. You understand what I'm saying? Like the way he took, like when I first watched Redman record, right? Redman showed me, like when we did that Point song in that
Rhyme and Reason joint.
No, not the Rhyme and Reason. Rhyme and Reason we did. I got a song with Ras Kass on there.
Oh yeah.
But the Point joint,
for all them.
They got.
I forgot what
right,
movie
Biggie. It was the Panther movie. The Panther.
Yeah, the Panther movie.
Right. Biggie, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Redman, all these niggas on it. Soon as I saw, and remember, we wasn't even signed yet when I did that song. Like this was our first time going to Cali, and y'all left, and I stayed with Buck because Buck had to do the song. Mm-hmm. And when I ended up getting on the song, before I rapped on the song, I'm watching niggas do their parts, and I seen Redman doing his ad-libs, and I was like, oh shit. I'm like, you can do that? I'm like, you can do that? Change the way I did ad-libs forever. Salute the Redman, right? Fucking, but then here I was almost, like what 5 or 6, 7 years later in 2001, recording with Scott Storch, and what he was telling me to do was was almost the exact opposite of what Redman was doing. You understand what I'm saying? He was like, yo, when you do he was like, try to match the when you do those ad-libs, try to match them exactly. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like those, like I would, like it was cool. I still do the other ones, the outside, the booms and all of the la la la. But if I do 2 booms in the same spot now, they match exactly. If one of them shits is a little bit, and that's just something I picked up from being coached. You understand what I'm saying? I am coachable, Starang Wonder.
So when you guys want to start your own side hustle, your own business, whatever it is that you guys want to do, people are going to call it your little business, right? They're going to call it your little business, your little side hustle, but that's okay. When I wanted to start my own hair care line, someone told me, aren't there already hair care lines out? When I wanted to start selling courses, people told me that's all you do is sell stuff on the internet. And when I decided to buy rental properties instead of investing in my own personal house, people told me that you don't own a home, you own houses. So people are always going to have something negative to say, but it does not matter. What they're really doing is projecting their insecurities onto you, right? They really want to be in the position that you're in, to have that faith in yourself to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Owning my own business outweighs the benefits of me going back to a 9-to-5. So there's no reason to give up.
This is Monsta Nation Jade, and I think you should start your journey to financial freedom right now. So go to the website that you see here, or click the link in the description below, or find me on IG and click the link in my bio, Exotic Jade Eyes.
All right, Raz.
I'm just about to tell you talking too much. That's all.
All right, I appreciate that. Raz. Fuck you though, but Raz, I got a question. The Horseman album is out. Let's talk about that.
The pandemic, man, the plandemic, whatever you want to call it. I was just I had to pick up. My engineer is Quali's engineer also. Well, he's Dave Chappelle engineer at this point. So nigga seasick. So he was gone too much. I needed to get all my files. So I took the files during the pandemic. And I had like years of shit. It was like 05. So I was just going through it. I was just kind of, taking inventory and you know, it was this folder, man, of all this shit. And we had a whole bunch of unfinished shit. It was like, we never put out an album. Like, we got bootleg, Dreddy Kruger, bootlegs, whatever.
Oh, shit.
That's but I'm not gonna mince my tongue. I know niggas ain't shit. That's kind of what we're saying. But you know, whatever. We never had a fair shot. Slaughterhouse, our homies that came after us, we set this idea up, but we never executed, and it got under my skin. So, you know, while I was working on my last project, I just brought it up, started moving shit. You know, I got 2 verses over here, and then the other nigga on this beat. Put all the niggas on this beat, stripped the beat, so whatever. I just kind of put it, and then once I got it to about 90%, I brought it to Corrupt. I brought it to Killer Priest. It made immensely also. And then I had them fill in their blanks. Like, yo, I need you on this verse. I need you on that. And then we did a couple of...
Time out. Yeah. Tell the people listening who don't know what the Horseman Project is.
The Horseman is the first super group. It consisted of Cannabis, who at that time was down with Lost Boys and you know, Lauryn Hill and them. Corrupt from the Dog Pound, Killer Priest from Wu-Tang. Nori says he is now, I think. So
Who?
Killer Priest from Wu-Tang.
And he said Nori?
Yeah, I said Nori from Wu-Tang now, I think.
Oh yeah. What Nori said? What you said? Nori said he from Wu-Tang?
No, Nori thinks Killer Priest is from Wu-Tang now, so it's a good thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Love. We validate. That's the homies. I really wanted to go into that because that shit funny.
Nah, those are the homies and all that. I don't like.
I share the same birthday.
Oh,
yeah, let's get into that then.
I love Nori. EFN is my family, and I thought it was amazing. And Night Prince is my fucking bro. You know, RZA was a fucking Wu-Tang sample, and fucking RZA cleared it for me. And
yeah,
that shit made a lot of niggas mad really fast.
No, listen, B, like that shit is crazy. It's fucking.
I only caught the disrespectful part. I didn't even hear the apology. So what all happened?
Nah, the apologies came swift. Well, from Mickey Factz. Mickey Factz apologized right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The way he did it was so solid.
And I feel like, but because the way it happened like it's just like they stumbled into it. Like what like Nori made a bad joke. That's all it was. He made a bad joke. Like we all understand that you know you got the Wu-Tang niggas, but then you got the other Wu-Tang niggas and shit. And what Nori was trying to say was like, what Joe Budden's had to apologize to everybody. What he should have said is like, if he had to apologize to the Wu-Tang mothers. That's what he should, something like that, because that was the point he was trying to make. He apologized he apologized to everybody. I don't give a fuck. Like the Wu-Tang pets. Like that's what he was trying to say. But what he said was he apologized to Sons of Man. The flunky niggas, the niggas that don't even exist.
Yeah, when he said that was
once he said that was bad. Cause like when he said the flunky niggas, the niggas didn't laugh. Like so he had to elaborate on it. Like the niggas that don't even exist. And then EFN said Shaheem, the rugged child, and then fucking Mickey Factz. He said Killer Army. Oh, Killer Army. Oh, I was like, Mickey, what are you doing? Mickey just finished telling the story about the Joe Budden shit. This is why they having this conversation. He just narrowly escaped that situation without getting handed. Like he said that Raekwon said, yo, Raekwon told Joe Budden, pull up the la 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 la, or we gonna break Mickey Factz' legs. He said that. He said that, right? This is what Mickey said out of his mouth. And then 2 minutes later, he stumbled into that shit. I was like, oh man.
Yeah. That whole thing could have been dead if somebody would have pre-thought right after they had said it. If somebody had thought like this is gonna go bad, and said, "Oh yeah," you know what I'm saying? Like, and just like fixed it right then and there.
To be honest, I'm glad that shit happened because it taught me a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because listen, I wouldn't.
Rappers doing podcasts.
No lie, I wouldn't have thought that would go back. I wouldn't have thought it would have went bad before it happened.
I know. I would've.
And that's people. Shaheem, Hellraiser from Killer Army, all that Killer Priest. That's my peoples. Like,
but that's
for real.
For listening to Monsta Mondayz Podcast. Please join us every Monday from 8 to 10 p.m. West Coast time and 11 to 1 a.m. East Coast time. Every single Monday, Monsta Monday on the Dash app. Also, check out these awesome shows from the rest of our podcasting family. Funny Farm, East New York Radio, All Elements Mix Show, the Star Power Collective, La Cosa Nostra Radio, 5150 Mix Show, Block News Live, Vinyl Coffee Mix Show, and Hidden Gems. Check them all out under the Delicious Vinyl radio station.